No, that's what it was. Unlock the 5th circle of Zephyr, and this is what it's going to be. Right. You slide the plates into the configuration Decon showed you, and a new ring is revealed. The ring carries the same script as read before, with the same geometries. Read. Zerthman was the first to know the way of freedom, yet it was not he that first came to know the way of rebellion. The knowing of rebellion came to the warrior queen Gith, one of the people. She had served the Illithids upon many of the false worlds as a soldier, and she had come to know war and carried it in her heart. She had come to know how others might be organized to subjugate others. She knew the paths of power, and she knew the art of taking from the conquerors the weapons by which they could be defeated. Her mind was focused, and both her will and her blade were as one. The turning in which Zerthman came to know Gith, Zerthman ceased to know himself. Her words were as fires lit in the hearts of all who heard her. In hearing her words, he wished to know war. He knew not what afflicted him, but he knew he wished to join his blade to Gith. He wished to give his hate expression and share his pain with the Illithid. Gith was one of the people, but her knowing of herself was greater than any Zerthaman had ever encountered. She knew the ways of flesh. She knew the Illithids, and in knowing herself, she was to know how to defeat them in battle. The strength of her knowing was so great that all those that walked her path came to know themselves. Gith was but one. Her strength was such that it caused her others to know their strength, and Zerthman laid his steel at her feet. He goes back round. Leave us alone.
Endure.
No.
In enduring, grow strong. What is your will?
I don't know. Teachings. I've read The Unbroken Circle of Zerthman. Very stronger. There is great strength in numbers, but there is great strength power in one. The strength of the will of one may gather numbers to it. There is strength not only in knowing the self, but in knowing how to bring it forth in others. You have come to know the 5th circle of Zerthman. With this knowing, I impart this to you. He takes the circle, and with a deft motion, he twists one of the links, and one of the plates slides forth. He hands the plate to you. Meditate upon its teachings and knowing it. I would know more of the way of Zerthman. He twists it clockwise, links clicking until they've settled. The next circle is open to you. I will read it. What do I now have? I now have the 5th circle. Copy spell. Copy spell. What do I have? Oh, is that this one? Will plus I. Okay. I suppose they don't want to give you a really powerful spell at level, because potentially I could just read that and then read the next one. Read that. If you go heavily into intelligence, you could just read it and then diligence. No, I'm not looking for you, are we? Okay, this is why we're looking for them. I don't think there's anywhere we've not been. Is there? Okay, maybe there is. Art and Curio Gallery at the Advocate's Home. To Undersigil. Finam the Linguist. The Apothecary. Actually, all the people who are going to kill me are over there. I don't want to go that way. Let's just pop in here.
I'm gone.
Brothel. Fall from grace. We're looking for... She has wings and also a name. Okay, let's go and talk to Fall from Grace. Before you is a stunning golden-haired woman dressed in an azure and violet dress with 2 long, elegant wings draped across her shoulders. She is surveying the room with a slight smile. She's easily the most woman beautiful you have ever seen. Most beautiful woman. Greetings.
Well met, traveler. How may I help you?
The woman turns to you, address her. She takes your measure, then nods slightly. You notice her eyes are azure, the same colour as her dress. Well met, traveller. She reaches up to brush back a stray lock of golden hair. How may I help you? Who are you?
Updated my journal.
I am called Fall from Grace. She studies you for a moment. You are new to Sigil, are you not? Yes, I am. Does it show? Not as much as you might think. You carry yourself quite well. What is this place? This is the brothel of slaking, surely? Slaking intellectual lusts. She says you for a moment. I take it by your question that you did not intend to partake of this establishment. What kind of brothel is this? I established this brothel to give those lustful fevers that strike the mind more avenues of expression rather than the simply carnal. Much pleasure can be had in conversation and engaging in the verbal arts with others. Sounds dull. You would say that, Mott. I assure you it is not. Tour the brothel, see it for yourselves. Why did you establish such a place? That is an odd question. I don't think anyone has ever asked me that, at least directly. My apologies, Lady Grace. I didn't mean to be so direct. I was merely curious. Oh, no apologies are necessary. I'm more than happy to discuss the reasons with you if you wish. I would like to hear them. Part of the answer to your question requires that you know that I am a member of the Society of Sensation. Our faction believes that one should experience as much of the multiverse as possible. And that is why you established this place. This brothel is intended... It's Slake, isn't it? I don't think it's Slate. That's the third time that... The lust of even the hard and intellectual, it is designed to stimulate the mind, to heighten one's awareness of themselves and others, to create new ways of experiencing another person. It is for those who seek something more than the shallow physical pleasures that fill the hive and lower wards. I was thinking intellectual. The women here must be special indeed. The women here are aspiring sensates. They have come to me in search of instruction to prepare themselves to enter the faction. Also, many of them have a natural grasp of language that can shatter the crust of the most hardened individual. Sensates. Yes, and the girls here are training to be sensates. Yes, I hope that by learning the art of language and its subtleties that the patrons and the students here may learn more about themselves. One is only as limited as their command of the language. To be able to employ language to evoke emotions in others is a tremendous skill. So says a writer. Can I ask you some of the questions? If I may ask, Lady Grace, the wings on your back. You're not human, I take it. She's one of the fiends, one of the succubi she is. She'll take your measure, and she'll take your soul to the lower planes, for she will. Your companion is correct. I am a lesser Tanari, more specifically, a succubus. She gives a soft sigh. I'm afraid we're a little too common in the lower planes, and elsewhere for our own good. Most of my race spend their time seducing mortals with various pleasures of the flesh. And so you set up a brothel with the express purpose of not doing so. Okay, and you?
Updated my journal.
I'd like to think that I've distanced myself from that. It is ultimately a trivial and non-productive way for one to spend one's time here in the multiverse. There is much more to life, wouldn't you agree? Okay. I came in looking for help. I seem to have lost my memories. In so doing, I've lost myself. You have been stricken with amnesia? How terrible. Do you have any idea how it happened? Not really, at least not that I can remember. I woke up on a slab in the mortuary, and everything before that is black. You awoke in the mortuary? I think the dustman mistook me for being dead, or I was dead, or something like that. All I know is that I regenerate wounds quickly. I could be immortal, but I don't even know that for sure. Fall from Grace seems to be appraising you with renewed interest. Those scars on your bodies. She reaches out her hand as if to touch you. May I? Sure. Fall from Grace drags her finger across your chest lightly, tracing the edges of your scars, and following the curves where they blend into some of your tattoos. She seems fascinated. These scars do look as if they would have taken several lifetimes to accumulate. They certainly do. Some are more recent. Some of those wounds would have been fatal to a normal man. What do you intend to do now? I'm just such a clues. I tend to scan the plane, search inside myself until I piece together who I am and what brought me to this state. Right, I don't really know. For the moment, I'm just searching for clues to who I am and what happened to me. I think this one. I need to get my memories back and my life back. I intend to scour the plains and search inside myself until I can piece together who I am and what brought me to this state. Fall from Grace is still thinking, her finger tapping on her chin. I must say, I've never met a man who has lost himself in the literal sense. Forgive me, but your condition is intriguing. I'm glad you think so. I don't like not knowing who I am. Is that? If it will help, you are welcome to tour the brothel. Several of our students are well versed in the verbal arts. Perhaps some of them will be able to rekindle your memories. go speak to him.
Updated my journal. I'm gone.
I'm also kind of hoping... What on earth are they? Would you like to play a game? Subject now playing the... So we're now conversing with human male. We're all creepy and weird. Let's see. There. As you make a grasp, such the armor's handle suddenly yank out of your grasp. The drawers slam themselves shut. A disdainful humph issues from the cabinet. Hello? Hello indeed. So what do we have here? A rogue after some ladies' frilly undergarments, You talk? Do I? Why, yes I do. Who are you? I'm Louis. And who are you, thoughtless, uncouth fellow rummaging about in other people's things? What are you doing here? So if you must know, I'm being an armoire. Why are you being an armoire in this brothel? I happen to have become an armoire because I want to be an armoire. Thank you very much. It's not much. It's not to watch the ladies undressing, nor to have them place their soft, sweet-smelling undergarments in my drawers where they can rub against my skin. Such accusations are an insult to a practitioner of the magic arts. I am merely soaking in the experience of what it means to be an armoire. The sights, the smells, the sensations. So I assume that all the women know about this and they're happy about this? Yes, they do, and they wholeheartedly approve of, well, okay, not with their entire hearts exactly, and while they have not spoken of their approval in my presence, since they're not exactly aware that I'm an armoire, I would not want them to know that I'm anything, and so have not been able to inquire upon that. Yeah, need something. Very well, gosh, open the third drawer, you scallywag. Scallywag is spelled S-C-A-L-L-Y-W-A-G, thank you very much. As you reach your hand in the drawer, it slams shut and fingers with great force. Searing pain races through your hand as you withdraw your battered fingers. Ha! Cretin! Idiot! Open the drawer, I said, and you reach in and... I'm going to tell them right now. First, I would tell you this one thing. I've been popping in and out of this brothel for a good long time, quite knowledgeable regarding both its occupants and their activities. I assure that talking about me is utterly worthless. Not only will you lose me as a potential source of information, but I'll simply disappear before someone comes to investigate your claims, leaving you looking the fool. Questions, then. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? Few folk who've dwelled in the sigil for any length of time don't. I must wonder, though, what is it about her you wish to know? I need to find her. You're mad, you know, quite mad. Utterly balmy, I believe is the common term for you. Ravel was banished from sigil long ago, and if she's not dead, you'll wish you were, should you somehow succeed in finding her. She had devoured all those who sought her out before, it is said, and will likely do you the same disservice. I would leave well enough alone. Other questions? Can you return to your normal form at will? The armor seems to think about this for a moment. I have no need to share such secrets with the likes of you, and besides, there's no cause to change back at the present moment, since I have not yet experienced the full sensation of being an armoire. It's a complex thing to hold and sort soft, frilly clothes. The drawer slides open and closed, the sound mimicking a pleasant sigh. Another question. Why are you being an armoire? Everyone knows this. Need something. Yep. Going to tell them right now. Maybe I'll chop you for kindling it. You'll do nothing of the sort. Why, even the most common of men knows that one can't commit an act of violence within the brothel, simply be cast out. And even if that were not the case, I assure you my command of the art is quite impressive. Tell them about you. Okay, yeah. You can't do anything yet. Yeah, I don't like that. Vivian. Juliette. The stark-haired young woman is staring listlessly off into space, sighing miserably and occasionally picking at the seams of her green velvet gown. It's difficult to discern whether she's depressed or simply bored. Greetings. She gives you only the briefest of glances before staring off into the distance once more. Greetings, yes. I am Juliette. How may I... Oh, never that mind. Leave me be, please. What's wrong? Nothing at all. Only that I spend my days gazing into the face of mediocrity, seeing if anything can erase its dreadful, tedious passage. Is your life so tedious? Alas, it is. She sighs, closing her eyes and massaging her temples. Dreadfully boring. I don't know what I'm suggesting here. I can make it less boring? No, 'tis kind of thee to offer, though. I am already with a man, sir, and I do love him dearly. 'Tis just that I wish something more of our liaison. There's a problem with your relationship? Yes, there is a problem, and that there are no problems to speak of. Our families took the news of our courtship splendidly. His siblings love my siblings, and our friends think our union is to be blessed by the powers themselves. All fine and good, but things are going so smoothly. 'Tis not right to have such a trouble-free courtship. I don't know about that. Dost thou not? Hast thou ever had such a courtship? 'Twould seem that thy life is filled with a variety of problems, judging by the pallor of thy skin. I can't remember any courtships I've had. The remnants of the ones I've encountered suggest I may have had some problems. 'Tis just that all my friends have such interesting relationships, bonds fraught with turmoil, feuding families, daggers at one another's backs, poison, mad siblings, irate fathers with large swords. I have a lover whose family loves me, and whom the world loves. She sighs again. A great source of annoyance. How I wish I could formulate some way to spice things up. And Mort floats close to you, whispering, I feel sorry for her lover. He doesn't know how bad he has it. A shit like this is nothing but trouble. Doesn't sound wise, Juliet. Relish what you have. I wish to experience troubles, though. I wish to experience the ups and downs of courtship, but with him, no other. Ah, such a thing is love. It can be as dull as a club, and is of no use to an aspiring sensate. Aspiring sensate? You realise she's not even really looking at you. Did you hear me?
Updated my journal.
Oh, I was not truly listening. My apologies. But certainly thou hast not come simply to deliver a litany of questions on my life, tedium, and my tedious doings. Did I have questions? Oh God, if thou must. Oh, never mind. Anyway. Apparently, it's a boring life. This tall, elegant woman with a sharp featured and real demeanour is a striking example of aristocratic beauty. Her clothes appear to be spun of silver thread, and a small phial dangles from her necklace. She is perfumed with an exotic, erotic scent that seems to draw you towards her. Greetings. Greetings, my name is Vivian. Might I presume I'm being summoned? I just had some questions. Go on then. What's that phial you've got on your necklace? Oh, that. 'Tis a phial of perfume, merely. I assure you, though, this particular aroma in no way compares to my personal scent. Personal scent? Yes, I have a particular scent that seems to have gone wandering. 'Tis somewhat difficult to keep in one place. I hope that someone did not take it by accident, though you never know with the ladies around here. So by any chance have you smelled it somewhere? How can a scent go wandering? I had meant to infer that it had been taken. The ladies here are a bit jealous at times, and have been known to take my various perfumes for themselves. This time, though, someone has absconded with my own personal scent. I worked on that scent, perfected it, and now, poof, 'tis gone. I need not bear such annoyances. Vivian stomps her feet. I want that scent back, and I want it now. How would you know it if you found it? You would know it by smell, I assure you. 'Tis quite striking, especially to men. I can help you? Are you certain? I don't wish to impose. If you're in no position, I'm pleased to help such a lovely woman as
Updated
yourself.
my journal.
Mumble something angrily. You're too kind, very well. If you run across it, please let me know. I'm somewhat anxious to get it back. Take my leave. Yeah, I don't think we're actually getting help with any of our memories. And I don't think... I mean, maybe I should still be talking to people. I think I'm going to put a stop in here, and we'll think about it for next time, whether we're going to continue talking to people. I don't know, I might just pop into every room and try and see if, Aelwyn is around. But that will be next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.